Hello, everybody. What's up? My name is Gally.
And I
And welcome back to
Great Ace Eternity
Books.
Books.
They just like they were before.
Now, how does that? Aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
I better tidy this place up first. Why do you have to do it? Get Sato to do it while you open the door. Our violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at the least, in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. If it's just the inspector, who cares? You do this every time.
I don't know the timing.
You do this.
I don't know the means. I don't know.
I did not do it on purpose. I did not. Are there like 5 parts of every investigation? Please tell me now.
Why?
Investigation part 3, investigation part 2.
I don't know.
So it's like, is this why this game feels extra long?
I don't know.
9th January, SS Bruya, Miss Pavlova's cabin. Garlic.
Screw you.
Somehow the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop.
I thought it was emergency.
Susato-san took a deep breath, then gently slid back the bolt.
I thought you were doing that.
Uh-oh. You! What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? Well, we heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Yes, it appears to have been a false report, though. Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's what we made the emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere. This first class area is only quite part of the ship at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Someone triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside?
You wicked intruder dressed in all black. You are the devil.
Sorry? Me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first.
You opened my traveling case. How could you?
What? No! We didn't touch it!
That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came to your cabin. Inspector!
Yes?
Arrest this man. I know he did it. He is a criminal. It's not enough that he killed a man.
Wow, you are a bitch. And he stole away as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Take him away. He is a trespasser as well as everything else.
Stowing away, trespassing, killing. She is right. You are devil. Doesn't look good, does it? There's cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police. Wait. A cell?
Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do?
This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options.
This is terrible.
This is a real crisis. Gotta find a solution. Immediately. She is just like a bitch, okay? I killed him, and I'm not
Refuse.
going to say it.
Also, when did you get pop?
I didn't get pop, I got chocolate milk,
Ah.
which is already almost done. Miss Pavlova, can I...
Get out!
Listen, I'm sorry that we snuck in here without your permission, but
Get out! No!
we just needed an investigator here to help understand what happened to...
I don't know what that says.
Get out. It's no use.
No, I mean, like, I can't read the says in Russian.
No, I know, but... need to find someone who will.
Okay, there we go.
What the
Seriously, I need to find someone who will. Is he in here?
What the fuck? What are you doing in there?
Well, up there.
But also, he's not an intruder? Whoa.
Mr. Holmes, it is at your line.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's the tiara.
I know it's the tiara. What is he doing?
Say your line!
Mr. Holmes?
Naturally, I was analyzing the weight of 20,000 rupees feels like on one's head. Have I not told you as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not? Isn't merely tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no. Damn, I should have gotten a drink.
Oh, well, why were you hanging from a hook before?
Isn't it obvious to properly assess the weight of 20,000 rupees? Naturally. I wish to determine if it would bend a considered looking hook on the wall and so full of brag and bounce.
I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. You again, the great detective.
Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently.
Well, he might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time. What is to report? Speak!
An urgent report from the great detective can mean but one thing. Yes, the case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Burra, has been solved. By me, naturally.
Well, yeah, it's not like you did it. What?
Really? Yes, I have eliminated all of the possibilities. No other explanations exist.
He's gonna say you did it.
So allow me to eliminate your minds. For I am about to reveal my greatest detective greatly admired great deduction to the case.
I swear to fuck. Ha! You have solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case. We all know who is responsible for killing Student Boy this morning when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is the stowaway and he has handcuffs to prove it. You put those on him. The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin was bolted shut from inside. That means the culprit must have been someone who was inside the cabin.
Yes, it's what it's called a locked room mystery in detective stories.
The locked room, that is point.
The room was locked.
Go fuck yourself. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from the outside of the cabin.
You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there is another entrance.
Are you gonna say the great?
An entrance that used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door.
What other entrance? We never discovered one.
Why, it gapes open mouthed at you even as we speak. The ventilator, Ben.
The ventilator? You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm through that hole. That's, because your arms are as thick as a tree. You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening. That's not possible.
But it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Mr. Holmes, do you mean... Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. that looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grate.
Ventilator grill.
I know, I tried to say grill and grate at the same time.
Great.
Precisely, my dear madame.
What does it mean? What is this speckled band? It's a snake.
The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin.
Oh, he's gonna rat her out! You finally did something right. Mr. Holmes, what are you doing?
There's a distinct element of danger, but I fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose before you to all to see will shock you to your very cores. Behold! Yeah!
What the f...
Oh, it is a snake. For some reason I thought it wasn't.
We've been sitting here this whole time thinking it was a cat.
Yeah.
It really was a snake.
Cute one.
An actual speckled band.
Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The Speckled Band.
A snake?
Indubitably.
She's like, oh fuck, they figured me out. And he's like, my god, that thing is huge. Mr. Holmes, just one thing.
Pray, what troubles you?
Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? That's the name of the snake. Oh my god, you're an idiot. Looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? My name is Sir Hiss.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're right. I think in this case you would have to call it the Striped Band, wouldn't you?
My name is Mr. Hiss. I said that.
You both see and observe a distinction, however. Do you not think this is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap?
I'm very comfortable up here. How exactly? Oh, easy. I like constricting and hugging people.
I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. There are two conclusions I've drawn from the facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two, the same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. No.
She turned as white as a bowl of rice. Holmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. Not quite, but yeah. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi.
You can't talk.
Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head.
It's okay. I wanted him to shut up.
I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck.
I'm not particularly fond of beef.
So anyone, let us begin.
Or
Let us
soup.
begin, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
No, it's speckled.
I thought you were Mr. Hiss.
I am Mr. Hiss, but you mispronounced speckled.
Never mind. Topic 1. Intruder's identity.
Miss Belova, moments ago you claimed the following. That his death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain.
She must have like a bruise on her hand or something.
And it is that very pain that evidence your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without a doubt, your
She's
friend
looking at Biff.
is a withering serpent we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in Quandary. Yeah.
Aww, he has
The
no
victims-
teeth. I'm sorry. I keep this.
The victim's written observations of the night in question tell of a speckled band. Well, yeah, because how could he hurt anybody if he has no teeth? Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit the description in any way.
My name is Mr. Hiss, goddammit!
What explanation can we give, pray, that this was the sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't you look at me, that isn't... Oh, no, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have another answer to this quandary, even now hidden behind your back. Yes, that is what you are trying, but failing to conceive, can only be the snake's,
Slewed?
pretty much the shedding.
No, I know it's
It's just a weird way of saying it.
a sock.
Evidently, after the supple and horrible kind, the most deadly friends of yours shed its original skin. No, I don't know what. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, not so easy to argue with yourself, is it?
I don't look at names. Shut up. Last night, through the ventilator visible in the cabin, when your speckled friend slithered next door, using the bell cord on the other side as the bridge, the serpent suddenly descended to the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake, whose marking change each time it soils its skin.
You can just say sheds, you know.
Yeah. A snake so dreadful that we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India.
Conclusion. A beloved speckled snake. Topic 2. How Mr. Osogi died.
Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data in which I have been appraised, it would appear that there is no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom.
There's no poison in his bloodstream.
Now, if we take this as that fact as is, I don't know what the sentence was anymore. We can recently imagine there remains evidence to affirm that the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased's body would prove the cause of death conclusively.
Nice boots.
I like his belt.
Why are you looking at someone else's ass?
I'm not. I was looking at this
I
part.
know, it was a joke.
At least I'm not looking at their feet.
Like, I like the leg.
I know. It's all a good design. The most, you almost but not quite, and my mouth does not want to
That
quite.
venomous fangs.
Yeah, puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs would seal the truth. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, the visages of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying hand. Friend. Close enough. This makes no sense. Oh. This makes no sense.
Yeah, no kidding. It's the fact that he wrote in Russian when he's clearly Japanese.
There's no point in being...
Fang.
I know. Why am I not being able to word now?
I don't know.
You liar! After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glass betrays the hiding place you choose. That's right, you hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that the case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't. It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That is your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend? To train? Indeed, you put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you summoned it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you release the snake once more. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training? It is not true. Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs once. And its victim would course through the victim's veins, ending existence forever.
I wonder if he thinks it's the bandana as the puncture wounds. There's two of them after all.
No, he's not that stupid. It is the true nature of the speckled band that took your poor young man's life. There can be no doubt my logic is infallible.
Conclusion. Death by a venomous snake's bite.
This concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of the speckled band. And my need to continuously be the only one talking.
That was a load of bullshit, but I like it. It makes me feel fierce.
Miss Varlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature.
Incredible. You solved the mystery. Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name. See now why Sherlock Holmes has become such a household name.
My dear man, it was nothing remarkable, as the Russians say. I could have done it with one left hand.
Yes, I could.
Yeah, left-handed person.
Couldn't just let me have it.
Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Holmes? But of course, what's on your mind? It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly. Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madame. And reptiles, don't drink milk.
Then why is there a saucer of milk on the floor?
It's really only mammals that drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure that would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter, no doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet and to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example of the logic holds. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal to a snake by whistling.
Vibrations?
But, madame, what of the tales from Arabia?
Oh, snake charmers.
Have you not heard of snakes that dance to the sounds of flute? I think perhaps the performers play the music in time with the snake's natural
I
movements.
don't believe that for a second.
It's actually more to do with... They do this kind of thing
Yeah.
when they play, so the snakes do it.
Yeah, but how does the snake know to come out of the basket?
They lift up the basket lid. That's literally all they do.
Oh, true.
I'm saying, I think it's more movement they're hypnotized by. Though snakes do technically have ears, I think. I think they have the holes.
That's what I was thinking.
But it's one of those, they do not rely on hearing. I know that.
No.
I don't know. I haven't seen like a snake charmer video in like 10 years, so. But I do know they always like, with a stick, open the thing and then start playing. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless.
Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Holmes.
There is one other thing. You have more? Snakes use the scales on their belly to propel themselves. So I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins.
Could wrap around it.
Then it should try harder! Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Holmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this.
I still like sitting here, even though I don't like beef.
He hasn't had this hard of a whipping since Watson died. Sorry, before Watson died.
I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Narhada.
Oh no, you don't mean...
Yes, we need to modify Mr. Holmes' latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Coming next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
At 4:30.
This has been Gally.
This is midnight.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.